don't want to do it, Mom! I feel fine. You wouldn't want me sticking you with needles, would you?
The doctor said we need to check your blood sugar before bedtime, too. So please, get back here, Riley.
No!
Listen, sweetie, I know that it hurts. I don't like doing this any more than you do. As much as I hate to prick your finger, this is a big responsibility.
If it's such a big responsibility, I want to do it all by myself. I don't like not being in control of it. I'm never ready for the needle, even when you count down from 3.
Okay, Riley, you are getting to be a big boy, and you can do it on your own. I'll leave your kit here on the dresser, and I'll be back in a few minutes to check the results. If your blood sugar is too low, let me know, and I can bring you a snack. Love you.
Oh. I get so tired of having to check my blood sugar. Always clean your finger with the swab thingy, Riley. I don't know what I have to keep stabbing my fingers for. Other kids just get to eat cake and candy and drink soda without having to shove a needle in their finger or wear an insulin pump. And when I check my blood sugar at school, they call me the needle nerd. They don't know how scary it feels when your sugar gets too low, or how awful it feels when your sugar gets too high. Oh. I wish I could be afraid of just the dark again, like when I was littler. But now I'm afraid of my own body.
Captain Conrad, systems detecting an emergency in Sector D37. Self-doubt, name-calling recall, and eye moisture confirmed. Fear of checking blood sugar acknowledged. This is a serious situation, sir.
What are you, kids?
Strong, calm, and ready for what's going on.
All right!
This is the brave me. Knowing more helps me. Now I'm prepared me. I'm scared no more.
Not anymore!
'Cause I have braved me. And those who love me, nothing can stop me. Now hear me roar. Roar!
Someone needs our help out there and fast, Nano. You know what to do.
Does not compute.
Riley, I thought I told you to go to bed.
Whoa! What? Who are you? What are you?
I'm glad you asked. My name is Nano, and I have traveled from Brave Me headquarters, where it is our mission to ensure that children like you never get too scared or sad or... Wait a minute. Now, you keep that misty eye in place while I harness my Love and Care program to dry it into oblivion.
You're funny. Besides, I'm fine. I wasn't even crying.
Well, you know, Riley, tears are no laughing matter.
How do you know my name?
Well, you're sure to be impressed with all the things I'm programmed to know, like the fact that everyone has times they need to cry.
Not the amazing superheroes from the movies.
Yes, Riley, even those colorful Cape Crusaders cry. Tears don't mean you're not strong. Being able to express your feelings is being strong. And it's important that you can express these feelings to the ones who care about you. The only reason I don't cry is because it make me rust. But your tears are part of the reason I'm here. May I do a Bravo-meter reading on you, Riley? Permission to scan? Please respond yes or no.
I guess? As long as there's no needle involved. I'm pretty sick of having to check anything to do with my body.
Great! See how brave you're being already? Level 2, super scared. Riley, this is way too low. Would you be willing to come to Brave Me headquarters with me? I promise you, we can get your bravery reading back up to the highest level where it belongs.
I just have to check. Hey, Mom! Can I go to headquarters with Nano?
Brave Me headquarters? Yes! I'm so excited they're here to help you, Riley. Just make sure you have your CGM and some snacks.
I have everything we need for your journey, Riley. Even delicious snacks if you need them. And since you already have a kit, we'll take that with us too.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
Awesome. Let's do this, Riley. Teleportation sequence activate.
Ah, Nano, I see you've made it back with our new friend in tow.
Whoa!
Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to mention the big guy. Introduction sequence activate. Riley, this is Captain Conrad, Chief Commander at Brave Me Headquarters, in charge of overseeing and undertaking the bravification of all the unbravified.
Hi! Good evening, sir! My name is Riley, and Nano tells me I'm, unbravified?
A pleasure to meet you, Riley. At ease. I'm sorry to hear that your bravery level has sunken so low. I promise you that we'll be able to boost your bravery level in no time. But just how much we'll be able to raise it together will depend on how much effort you're willing to make. Some say our bravery regiment is challenging, but most worthwhile things are. And you look like you're up for the task.
I'll do what I can, sir.
I knew I could count on you, Riley. Now, if you look at the map on this display, you'll see that we have quite the journey ahead of us. Medical Mountain, Emotion Ocean, and Courage Canyon. The steps you must take to recover your bravery are as vast as the names imply. Are you ready to embark, Riley? Knowledge is power, Riley. So first, we have to make sure you know what it really means to have diabetes. I trust you to be Riley's guide on this journey. Let's get him started.
Right away, Captain. Teleportation sequence activate. Phase 1, Medical Mountain activate.
Whoa!
Riley, have you ever heard an adult say, knowing is half the battle?
Maybe. I guess.
Do you know what it means?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know what that stuff means.
In our case, it means that if we're going to conquer the fear that diabetes brings into your life, you're going to first need to understand what diabetes is. It's very easy to fear something that you don't understand. Your imagination gets carried away when the problem is actually easier to understand than you think.
But how in the world are words gonna help us climb a mountain like this? Look at it! It's huge! And what if my blood sugar is too low to go climbing right now?
Well, luckily, Riley, you just checked it, and you are right in the range for exercise. Besides, sometimes knowing is more than half the battle. Here, you'll see what I mean. Watch this.
What is diabetes? And what can you do about it? Diabetes happens when your body has trouble using or making a hormone called insulin. Hormones are messenger molecules that your body produces to help control how your cells and organs work. Thanks a lot, hormones! The hormone insulin helps turn sugar and other types of food into energy to fuel your body. Insulin's job is to keep the amount of sugar in your blood from getting too high. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Your bloodstream is like a super highway. When you eat food, your bloodstream carries hormones and nutrients through a network of blood vessels throughout your entire body, providing the fuel and energy you need to live like a kid. Look at all those blood vessels. These tiny tunnels take your blood to exciting destinations, like your heart, your brain, your nerves, muscles, eyes, skin, kidneys, even your bones. Road trip, anyone? In this close-up of the bloodstream, we can see the red blood cells traveling through the body. We We can also see little white crystals. What are those, you may ask? The answer: the sugar you ate, also known as glucose. Everybody knows sweet foods contain sugar. Did you know that foods like oatmeal, bread, potatoes, mac and cheese, and ketchup contain sugar? That's right. These foods are called carbohydrates. Carbs are the body's main source of energy. Carbs are broken down into sugars when you eat them. Then the sugar and nutrients are sent through your blood vessel highway to the rest of your body. And where do the parts of the food go that are not used? Bingo. In most people's bodies, the hormone insulin acts like a key that opens up the blood cells and lets the sugar inside to be transported to different parts of the body to be used as energy. But if someone has diabetes, it's not so simple. The problem? An overactive immune system. Your immune system is like a team of superheroes, patrolling your bloodstream and fighting off sickness, colds, flu, and infections. Biff, pow, zowie! Take that, you bad guys. But in someone with diabetes, the immune system doesn't know when to stop and accidentally attacks the cells in the pancreas that make insulin. Holy high blood sugar! The poor cells in the pancreas that make insulin are getting clobbered. Zap, zowie, pow! Without insulin, there is no key to open the blood cells to keep the sugar out of the bloodstream. This causes the sugar particles to build up, causing high blood sugar. High blood sugar can make you feel extremely tired, thirsty, hungry, and can even make you lose weight. Your body tries to get rid of the extra sugar by making you go to the bathroom more than usual. So your blood sugar is high and you have diabetes. What can you do about it? First of all, it's important for you to know your blood sugar level in order to keep your body in balance and to avoid other health problems. To do this, your doctor will prescribe a blood glucose checking kit. This kit contains everything you need to check your blood sugar levels and comes in its own nifty carrying case. Swell! A lancet with a small needle is used to stick one of your fingers. Sorry, kids. These finger pricks are still a necessity, even if you wear a CGM or continuous glucose monitor and sensor. You'll need finger pricks to calibrate the monitor and make sure it's working right. But never fear! Scientists are always working on new ways to make checking your blood sugar less painful, such as using lasers to check blood sugar and using sprays to deliver insulin instead of shots. Way to go, scientist person! Now, where were we? Oh yes, how to properly stick your finger. Clean your finger before you stick it to avoid infection. Then, after the stick, a small drop of blood is then applied to a test strip. The test strip is inserted into the glucose meter, which is a small device that measures blood sugar levels. After a second, the meter gives you the reading. Before meals, a good blood test should read between 80 and 130 on the screen. 1 or 2 hours after the first bite of a meal, the blood test should read under 180. You or your parents should check your blood sugar level as often as your doctor recommends. This will help you keep your blood sugar in control. This is one stick that is worth it. It could save your life. If your blood sugar is high, your doctor may suggest that you take insulin through an insulin delivery device, like a shot, or an insulin pump that attaches to your arm. Some kids wear a CGM, constant glucose monitoring device, and an insulin pump. The CGM monitors blood sugar levels, while the pump gives the appropriate amount of insulin. So there's more than one way to monitor and treat diabetes, and to keep your blood sugar down. Drinking lots of water and exercising are also very helpful. But what happens if your blood sugar is too low? This is called low blood sugar. If your blood sugar reading drops below 70, you may feel weak, sick, or faint. In this case, it's a good idea to eat something that will raise your blood sugar back to a healthy balance. For low blood sugar, doctors recommend that diabetics take sugar tablets or gels. If these are not available, try a half cup of fruit juice or regular soda, or a handful of raisins could do the trick. Raisins. Diabetes is a medical condition that can be controlled. And the doctor's direction, the right tools, medications, food choices, and lifestyle, you can get your blood sugar levels back on the right track. Take that, diabetes.
Now that you know what diabetes is and how to manage it, you're well on your way to living a normal, healthy life with diabetes. Knowing is half the battle. Does that make sense, Riley?
Yeah! So, diabetes basically means that my body can't handle insulin, and so there's too much sugar in my veins, which makes me tired and cranky and have to pee way too much.
Exactly. Well, sort of, exactly.
Do doctors and nurses know this kind of stuff?
Of course they do. They love helping kids. You can ask them anything, Riley. How would you feel about talking to some medical expert types right now?
That might be cool, but what if they don't like my dumb questions?
The only dumb question is the one that doesn't get asked. Teleportation sequence activate.
Hey, not bad. I look pretty good like this. Hi. Are you two who I'm supposed to talk to?
Yes. Hi, Riley.
Oh, hi.
We're so happy that you chose to speak with us today. I'm Dr. Evans, and I'm an endocrinologist, which is just a fancy way of saying I work with patients who may be having trouble with their glands and the hormones they produce, such as in your case with your pancreas. Yeah, when the cells in your pancreas stop making insulin, you get type 1 diabetes.
Hi, Riley. I'm Nurse Rachel,
Hi.
and I want to help you with any of your questions that you have too.
Well, it's so nice to meet you both. I see an endocrinologist too. My dad did a lot of research just to find the right one. I don't even remember when I found out I had diabetes because I was just a little pup. Say, how do doctors know that's what someone has anyway?
Well, it's endocrinologist.
Oh.
It's okay, I know, it's a hard word. Well, we typically consider your symptoms, such as extreme thirst, unexplained weight loss, frequently going to the bathroom like you saw in that video, fatigue, and more. We also run glucose tests where we check your blood sugar levels. Oh, it's okay. You know, the range in a person without diabetes is typically 80 to 130, so if your blood sugar is much higher or lower than that, then we can typically diagnose you with diabetes. You know, once you're diagnosed, we want to make sure you have all the equipment you need to track your blood sugar and the insulin you need to keep your blood sugar in the right range so you can live the healthiest life possible.
Whoa! I'll have to ask my mom what my first blood sugar reading was. Some days it seems like my blood sugar is the only thing I can even think about. You know, that video Nano showed me was great, but I hear my mom talking with my doctor about an AC1. What is that?
Well, they're actually talking about your A1C results, Riley. The A1C is a blood test that helps the doctors see how you've managed your diabetes over the past 2 to 3 months. It basically helps them see how often you've stayed in the healthy range with your blood sugar. Now, unlike at school, a higher number in your A1C is not good. You and your family should talk with your doctor about what your A1C target should be. They know your medical history and your goals the best. A1C tests should happen at least twice a year with apologies to your fingers and arms.
Yeah, easy for you to say. I think my last A1C was, 6.8. Is that good or bad?
Well, you'd have to ask your doctor, but some of my patients who had an A1C of 6.8 are doing really well.
So why did I even get diabetes in the first place? None of my friends have to worry about pricking their fingers or if their blood sugar is too high or low and all the equipment.
I understand. At this time, Riley, we aren't exactly sure what causes diabetes, but we definitely know that it occurs when your immune system attacks and destroys the T cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. You know, there are many reasons why your pancreas doesn't work right, Riley, such as environmental factors like viruses, or it can sometimes run in families, meaning diabetes is in their genes and passed on to you. But it's important to know that none of them are your fault. You can and should ask us anything you want to know more about. That's what we're here for.
I'm so glad because I really wasn't sure. My doctor is very serious. He wouldn't make jokes like that, so I can always get scared to ask him things. Like that time I was in the hospital because my blood sugar went way too low. There were so many things I wanted to know, but I didn't want to scare my parents or ask the doctor. Why do I even have to go to the hospital?
Well, when your blood sugar goes too low or too high, then you can have several different problems. But first, you'll just feel plain lousy, right?
Yeah, for sure. When I'm too high, I feel all sweaty and upset, like I want to bark at everyone. But then when I'm too low, I just feel exhausted, and I feel dizzy, nothing makes sense. And the time I went to the hospital, my blood sugar was 22.
Oh dear, Riley, 22 is way too low. When your blood sugar's that low, or even way too high, these are times you need to talk to the adults in your house about calling 911, or going straight to the emergency room or ER. The medical personnel there know the quickest ways to make you feel better. You should be seen anytime you're in the extreme parts of the blood sugar range, so that you don't go too high, which is hyperglycemic, or too low, hypoglycemic. Either can be a serious condition that needs immediate medical treatment.
Well, yeah, I remember how afraid I felt, but how relieved I was that my parents came into my room when I called out for them. Why do we even feel fear?
Fear is very important. It's the body's way of telling us that there's something serious going on. It's a way of alerting you that you need to pay extra attention to a situation. Fear can be a good tool. It's a way of knowing that you can't ignore a problem. It takes strength to know that you need help and to notify the people you love. And they definitely would want you to wake them up.
I do remember how wild that ambulance ride was. Boy, my mom could never drive that fast. So, you're saying I have to ask questions and talk about what's going on with my body whenever I'm having a problem.
You should ask doctors and nurses anything. And just as you said, it's important that you tell them everything that's going on. Sometimes patients don't want to let us know when there are changes in their blood sugar or how well their insulin is working. They don't want to bother us, but these are things that you must tell us so that we can help you the best way we know how.
That did happen to me. My blood sugars weren't very good, and Mom made me go see the doctor. Well, it turns out that the insulin I was on wasn't working the same as it used to, so they gave me some new insulin, and that turns out to work much better. But what I really don't like is all the gadgets and the equipment I have to keep up with. If it's not the CGM pump, it's the blood sugar test kit saying if the reading didn't work, or it's the pump ripping out at the worst possible moment.
Riley, there isn't anyone with diabetes that doesn't understand exactly what you're talking about. And you and the people who love you know how important it is that everything works so well that you can keep your blood sugar in the right zone.
Yeah, but it really is frustrating sometimes. And sometimes I'm really sick of people asking me what all this equipment is. I'm basically a pincushion at this point.
I understand. Well, your pump or your delivery device supplies the insulin to your body and helps you control the rate and flow of the insulin through your personal diabetes manager, or PDM. So it's a very valuable tool in controlling your blood sugar. The CGM sensor lets your body know exactly where your blood sugar is at without you having to check your blood sugar through a finger prick more often. And the blood testing helps you tell the CGM if it's getting the right results on your blood sugar test.
It sure is a lot to worry about, and I get so frustrated having to talk about diabetes all the time.
Well, the more you talk about what's going on, the more people who care about you and people like us who care for you can help you feel better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, are there any other questions you have for us right now, Riley?
Well, just one, but it's kind of hard to ask because I'm not really sure I want to know the answer. Will I always have diabetes?
Well, one thing I keep learning about the body and medical science is that there are very bright doctors and scientists who are working on a way to eliminate many medical conditions, such as diabetes. And in the meantime, they're working hard to find the best ways to control your blood sugar and avoid being too high or too low. They're always looking for a cure for diabetes, and anything's possible in your lifetime.
Riley, I am a firm believer that we always have to have hope. And maybe there will be life without diabetes in the future. But in the meantime, we are always here if you need us, just as your doctors and nurses at home are.
Yes. And Riley, I'm really proud of you. You've learned something very important here, something even my grown-up patients don't always understand. Questions are the best way to learn, and you should always feel smarter for asking them, because that means you're gaining valuable knowledge. So never stop asking questions.
All right. I promise I won't. Boy, it's been so awesome talking to you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna ask questions whenever I want now. Nano, I think I'm ready to go back to Medical Mountain. Goodbye, and thank you both so much. Beam me up. Wow, We're on top of the mountain! How'd we get up here?
You asking things is what got us here.
What do you mean, Nano?
Knowledge was the whole battle of Medical Mountain, Riley. The more you know, the more clearly you can see what lies ahead of you. Before, all you could see was a giant mountain of diabetes that was just too hard to climb.
Whoa. So I got smarter because I asked questions?
Yes!
Whoa!
Medical knowledge confirmed. Teleportation sequence activate.
Captain Conrad! Captain Conrad! You should have seen it! There was this huge mountain, and I didn't even think I could climb it because I thought my blood sugar might be too low, but come to think of it, I really didn't even know what diabetes was to begin with,
Whoa! Hold on there, Riley. Happy to see knowledge brought you power and energy. Nano, let's see what we're working with.
With great pleasure, Captain Conrad, sir. Revometer reading sequence commence.
A 5. I'm most impressed, Riley. It looks like you're already prepared for the next step. Nano, to the emotion ocean, pronto!
Teleportation sequence activate.
Well, oh no! Where are we now? A boat? What is this?
Phase 2, emotion ocean activate. Riley, your emotional well-being is just as important as how you feel physically. Many kids with diabetes start to feel really sad and lonely. It makes them feel like no one understands them and that they're too different to have any friends.
Why would Captain Conrad ever want to send me to a place like this?
Because it doesn't have to be that way. There are lots of other kids who feel exactly the same way you do. Would you be up for going to talk with some of them?
Okay, yeah.
Teleportation sequence activate.
Hi, Jackson. My name is Riley. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Riley.
Well, I got sent here today because I'm trying to better deal with my diabetes, and Captain Conrad and Nano thought that you could help. You have diabetes too?
Yes.
Wow. Well, why don't you tell me about yours and what that's like for you? I know mine gets on my nerves sometimes.
I feel the same way, Riley.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes, I feel bad, when my number gets too high because it's my fault if I eat too much when my number goes low. And sometimes if I bolus too much when my number goes high, it goes low.
Well, what about your equipment? Do you like it? I don't have one of those pumps yet, and I have to keep pricking my finger.
Everybody has to prick your finger, Riley.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You seem so brave, and it seems like you deal with it so well. Gosh. Thanks, Jackson. I actually feel better.
You're welcome.
Ariana? Hi, I'm Riley. You have diabetes too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Maybe it's not as uncommon as I thought. Well, what is yours like?
I have to check my blood sugar every day,
Yeah, me too.
and I have to bolus myself for the amount of carbs
Yeah.
I eat.
Hi, Liam.
Hi.
I'm Riley. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
They told me to come meet you because, well, they thought you could help me be a little braver.
Okay, let me guess. Type 1 diabetes.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. Is that what you have?
Yes.
Well, what happens when your blood sugar gets too high? Well, what happens when it gets too low?
When I'm low, I get sleepy. When I'm high, I get thirsty.
Well, what is that?
It's a type of pump.
Oh, you have one.
Mhm.
Oh, what does it do?
Just has a little wire and a electronic that can give you insulin.
Do you have to wear it all the time?
Yes, unless it falls off.
Well, where do you wear it?
I usually wear it on my arms or my knees.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
I'm Riley. It's nice to meet you. Well, what is your diabetes like? Oh, do you have to prick your fingers with those scary needles?
It's not scary.
You don't think so? Well, do you do it yourself, or does your mom or your dad help you?
I do it.
You do it? Gosh, well, it seems like you're so brave about your diabetes. And I guess if you're brave about it, I can be brave about it too. So, do you have to wear one of those pumps with the monitor? Really? Where's yours?
This is my monitor, and this is my pump.
Double trouble, huh? Yeah, I might need to get one of those. I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it. Well, does your mommy help you keep track of your insulin level? Yeah? Yeah, my mom does too. What do you like to eat when your blood sugar's too low?
Cookies.
Cookies? I like cookies too. You have diabetes too?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, how old are you?
7.
Wow, and how long have you had diabetes?
Since I was 1.
Since you were 1? That's almost your whole life. Hi, RJ.
Hi.
Do you have to do anything special? Like, for example, I have to prick my finger all the time, and my doctor wants me to wear this little pump.
Yes.
Do you have to wear a pump too?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Is it annoying?
No.
Well, that's at least good. What do you do when yours gets too high?
When mine gets too high, Mommy gives myself some insulin.
Wow, sounds like you have a good mommy.
Yes.
My mommy helps me too. Well, what do you do when it gets too low?
Mommy feeds me glucose tabs.
Glucose tabs? That sounds like a fancy name for cookies.
Yes, it does.
Well, how long have you had diabetes?
Well, just for a long year.
Wow.
When I was 3, I had diabetes, and now I was 4, I had diabetes. So I had diabetes for a long time.
Yeah, that's basically all your life, isn't it?
Yes.
Thanks again, RJ. I'm gonna go be the bravest me I can be.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Whoa. What happened?
Making new friends and learning that you're not the only one with diabetes has turned your little boat into a fantastic ocean liner filled with all of your friends who are there with you along this journey. An emotion liner.
Wow! I can't believe they're all here! So where are we going next?
Emotional maintenance completed. Teleportation sequence activate.
Captain Conrad, sir! You wouldn't believe it! There were so many kids just like me! And they were so cool! We were on this boat, and when I talked to everybody and made friends, it was like I was on an adventure and they were my crew, sir! I felt like a captain, sir!
Ha ha! You figured it out! Riley, we're all on this journey together. Having diabetes is difficult, but if you work together with your family, friends, doctors, and nurses and set course to meet your goals, you and your crew can do anything. Now, let me show you something.
What? You mean you have diabetes too?
That's right. And that's why you don't have to call me sir. I'm part of your crew. We're in this together, Riley.
Me too, Riley. Let's get your current Bravo-meter reading.
Riley, truly this is remarkable progress. You are already prepared for the greatest challenge of all. Nano, take Riley to Courage Canyon.
Right away. Phase 3, Courage Canyon, activate.
Whoa! Oh!
Okay, Riley, are you ready to...
Are you kidding me, Nano? I shouldn't be up here. Oh, I think my blood sugar is dropping fast.
Now, don't worry, Riley. All we have to do is cross that bridge.
No, we gotta get out of here. My mom would freak.
Don't worry, Riley. We would never put you in danger. And look how courageous you've been already. Your bravery level has gone from almost nothing all the way to 7. You're almost there.
Nano, just looking at this bridge has probably made my bravery go down to a -7.
Having diabetes every day can make you feel worn down, like you're too scared to move forward no matter how hard you try. And when that happens, you're going to have doubts. But you can remain calm and trust yourself.
How do I do that, Nano? How do I cross this bridge?
Stay calm and remember the love and support that you have. And most importantly, think of everything you've had to handle already. Like when you first found out you had diabetes. You just need to focus on how much courage you already have inside you.
But how?
Maybe you should talk to the kids again. Teleportation sequence activate.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Riley.
Thanks for talking with me today. I get so anxious.
That's okay, everyone gets anxious.
Yeah, but it's even when I'm trying to sleep. Sometimes I just lay there and whimper a little bit.
Well, what I do when I get anxious...
You get anxious too?
Yep, everyone gets anxious.
Well, what do you do?
I take deep breaths in and out and see if I can try to calm myself.
Deep breaths, huh?
Just like that.
Yeah, okay. I feel a little bit better already.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just lie awake in bed and I think about it and it makes me nervous and sometimes it feels like it's all I can think about. Does your diabetes make you anxious too?
Sometimes.
Well, how do you calm down? How do you think about anything but that?
My parents and sisters and brothers.
Oh, that's great. They help you calm down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom and dad help me a lot too. Well, it's nice to have a support system. Sometimes I even feel like crying. My friend Nano said it's okay to cry, but I don't know. It still feels silly.
Everyone gets nervous and wants to feel like they want to cry.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever cry?
Sometimes, yes, I do, before really, big stuff that might make me scared.
Oh, wow. I guess everybody cries a little bit then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I guess I don't feel so bad about it after all. Nano was right. It is okay to cry.
It is. Even sometimes after I'm done crying, I feel much better.
Oh, wow. So, maybe I'd feel better if I just cried a little bit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That might help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Captain Conrad and Nano wanted me to come talk to you today about diabetes. Well, what's that like for you?
I just stay positive with diabetes because if something happens with me with diabetes, then I just keep going on.
Wow, that's really great to hear. In fact, that's kind of what I struggle with the most. It's just staying calm and not worrying about it. I worry about it all the time. It feels like such a pain. What kind of things do you like to do to help keep your mind off it?
Well, I'm a dancer.
Oh, a dancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think about dance.
Yeah, and you stay active.
Yeah. And I draw.
Oh, you draw too?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you do a lot of things to help keep your mind off of having diabetes.
Yes.
Well, that's great.
Mm-hmm. You have no worries if you're staying positive. And if you stay positive and if you do some activities, you can do that and then it will keep your mind off of it.
So I should stay positive and stay active to try to help to keep my mind off diabetes.
Yes.
At least thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just stay positive and stay strong.
I will.
Okay, Nano. I think I might be ready now.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Wow. This bridge is not so scary.
You handle scary things all the time, Riley. Dealing with diabetes every day would terrify other people. You can face anything tough because you have the support of loved ones, ways to calm yourself, and the strength of a lion. All you need to do when diabetes gets scary is remember how strong and brave you really are.
Wow, we made it to the other side.
Let's go back to HQ. Current confirmed. Teleportation sequence activate. Bravery amplification journey completed. Captain Conrad, this Bravo-meter just might burst. Yay!
Woohoo!
Riley, we've never been so excited around here. You're welcome back anytime you need a bravery boost.
I don't know how to thank you two enough. Diabetes isn't scary to me anymore. It's just a part of me. But the full me, the real me, the...
Brave you.
Yeah, the brave me is so much more than just blood sugars and insulin pumps and being afraid. The brave me is so much stronger than that. The brave me is stronger than diabetes. And I have you to thank. Thank you for being such good friends.
Riley, you should be very proud of all you accomplished on your journey. And the best part is, you get to take all this newfound bravery back home with you.
Are you going to take me back home now, Nano? Does this mean we get to teleport again?
Riley, you said it yourself. Your bravery has reached Brave Me level.
Yeah, you've earned the right to go home in a fashion that we think suits a brave kid like you much better. Initiating Brave Me Cape Time procedure.
Awesome!
You have the strength to fly home on your own now. The strength
Of a lion! Thanks, Captain Conrad. And thanks, Nano. Here I go! Wahoo!
Yay!
Riley, is that you? How did it go at Brave Me headquarters?
Mom! It was incredible! Diabetes, you don't scare brave me anymore.